Let's now bring in, as promised, SABC News Senior Reporter Canny Maphanga, who joins us live from Pretoria. Of course, she's been following all the developments from us at the Madlanga Commission. Canny, a very good afternoon to you. So we've just heard, of course, some damning revelations there from Witness D, who shook all of us right at the end of that commission. So talk to us about a wrap-up today in terms of what were some of the key outcomes from the proceedings today.
Indeed. Good afternoon to you, Alicia, and to the viewers at home. We have seen the Commission wrap up its lens into the alleged lawlessness in the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department, with shocking evidence that not only points to, the alleged lawlessness within Mkhwanazi and Kat Matlala's alleged relationship, but goes far beyond the, actions of a certain group within the EMPD, where it's being illustrated that in their actions, it knew no bounds, with regards to the alleged criminality that engulfed that particular group within that unit, allegedly under the command of Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi. Witness D has delved into that evidence that we've already heard before about this alleged murder of a shop owner, and we have Witness D confirming that he in fact was the individual which would have disposed of the body, allegedly under the instruction of Brigadier Mkhwanazi, who would have gone to the scene allegedly, according to evidence of this particular Witness D, who testified remotely this afternoon, to round up these very serious allegations that form part of the long list of red flags that informed the decision to suspend Mkhwanazi in the face of allegations against him, as well as the Specialized Services Unit that included, now we're hearing, private individuals that walked around with letters stating that they were members of the EMPD, and it was letters that were allegedly signed by Brigadier Mkhwanazi. So we're seeing the level or the extent to which this particular unit had caused havoc within the Ekurhuleni region, had allegedly gone beyond their jurisdiction, and now we're hearing of the most serious incident being confirmed by one of the persons, Witness D, who says that he was actually at that particular operation and allegedly participated to some extent in this alleged murder. What we're hearing from the evidence is the exact circumstances surrounding how this incident may have gone wrong. Witness D is stating that there was initially a call about an operation to look into stock theft within that particular area in Brakpan, and that they arrived at this particular residence. They found a couple and an infant child, and that is when they proceeded into the residence. It seems from the evidence that the suspect may have thought that this was a robbery. So in that context would have mentioned that he had about 500,000 rand that he could give to these particular individuals. So it seems that he may have understood it as a different circumstance and not actually a legitimate operation. But again, that speaks to the overall evidence that there would be these legitimate operations which would later turn into these elements of criminality. And of course, that's what we're seeing in this particular instance. And we're hearing that when they went into that home, we're hearing the evidence again that the method that was being used was tubing, and Witness D describes it as a type or method of torture where you place the plastic bag over the face and you use water to try and suffocate that particular individual, into submission for whatever answers you're looking for in that particular moment. But it seems that they may have allegedly taken it too far in that particular incident, because that suspect lost his life. And it is then where Witness D alleges that he had left the house and there was, an agreement stated with the alleged instruction of Brigadier Mkhwanazi, who allegedly came to the scene, stating that they must either dump it in a mine shaft or at a dam. And then it was decided that Witness D would be the person who would do so, and he has described to the Commission how he dumped or disposed of that body in that dam. Quite shocking evidence coming from the Madlanga Commission, which effectively confirms one of the allegations that form part of the big red flags to Xolani Nxiza, Revo Spies, Chief Mapiye, about this particular individual, that is Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi. However, this was not enough for the administrators or the city manager, who seemingly allegedly led the charge in providing that shield for this particular individual. And that question about why he enjoyed this particular benefit in terms of shielding him from accountability and, of course, rewarding him with further positions in the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Police Department still needs to be answered by those implicated in this particular evidence. And I'm sure we'll get all of that and more during phase 2 of the Madlanga Commission. For now, it continues on Monday at 9:30 a.m. with a new stream of evidence which will be revealed then. Over to you in studio.
Thank you so much to SABC News Senior Reporter there, Canny Maphanga, live to us from the Madlanga Commission there with a wrap of today's proceedings.